Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Central Maryland. So today is the last day for celebration. I was on earlier live, and this is the final one to share my last card featuring a celebration item. So I wanted to pop on here to make sure that you did not miss out on celebration. There's just a few short hours. It ends at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So let me jump in and show you my project and hopefully convince you now is the time to place an order so you don't miss out. I'm going to turn the camera around. If you get ill, look away because the camera is going to move. I'm pushing it up and you're going to see my ceiling, my light, my big head before I can get the camera turned around to my workspace. There. Okay, there we go. And you can see the celebration catalog, and I am going to bring up my laptop so if anybody joins me, has any questions, I can be sure to address them. And I love chatting about Stampin' Up! So if you have a question, hey, hit me up. Alright, let me pull my information down, push the flyer up, and maybe this is not, it's got to come up a little. Okay, there we go. So, celebration ends February 28th, midnight Eastern Standard Time. I've been through this flyer a couple times already today, over the last 2 days. With a $50 order, you can get a free stamp set, Adorable Owls, the Thanks a Bunch. I did the card yesterday with that. Dainty Flowers is one of my favorites. Unfortunately, it was a favorite of a lot of people, not available anymore, but I am going to make a card tonight with it. And I think it's a favorite because it coordinated with the Dainty Delight bundle that's in the mini catalog, and people just love that. You can get this Day at the Farm DSP, and that coordinates with On the Farm bundle that is also in the mini catalog. I made a card using the Sending Support, one of my favorite greetings I've used at that. Some days are harder than others, and what's it say? Hope that today is one of the easier ones, and I have somebody in mind to send that to. And then we have more paper, Favored Flowers, which coordinates with the Fragrant Flowers bundle that's in the mini catalog. You could also get this in the country. It's got like a line sketches, beautiful countryside, and it looks to me like a villa, like you're entering a villa. Now, at the $100 level, there's this Beautifully Happy stamp set, and it has 17 stamps, and I like this stamp set because you can stamp an outline and then come back with the colored with the more solid images to do the flowers and the leaves. And then, of course, it has some really nice sentiments. And then there's this huge DSP pack, and that's why it's at the $100 level, because there's 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. Crazy, crazy, right? Yes. So you can host, and if you host or have your own order for $300, you get this exclusive stamp set. But like I said, there's only a few hours, and this is the big deal. For me, I love a special, and this is the ultimate special. So you have 3 options to join my team, or just to place an order and get a terrific bargain. For $129, Stampin' Up! is giving you the choice of either a Boho Blue mini cut and emboss machine, and the Boho Blue is an in color coming up in the coming year. So this is an exclusive. You're getting this before anybody else can get it. That's a $63 value. And then you can pick $175 worth of products, whatever you want from the mini or the annual catalog. So pay $129, get a cut and emboss machine, and $175 in product. That's just incredible. Or if you don't need a mini cut and emboss, you can do option 3, which is for $99. You can pick $175 worth of product. I mean, this is a terrific deal. There's no obligations. If you've been a demonstrator in the past, you can rejoin. If you're not sure you want to be a demonstrator, you can keep your products. There's absolutely no obligation, and time is short on this deal, so tonight's the night. I would hop on it. No regrets. I'm sure you will have no regrets. So, the card I'm making today, this is one I featured at my open house, Sale-a-Bration open house, new catalog open house. Back in January, I launched it. And you can see the DSP here. It's really kind of a simple card, but that images of the florals are just beautiful. Now today I saw a card where they took the same panel from that DSP and they ran it through the timber 3D embossing, and I'm like, oh, I want to try that. So the card I'm making tonight is going to be like this, except the DSP has been embossed with the timber embossing folder. So this sentiment comes from the Framed Florets, which is found in the mini catalog. Let me grab it here real quick. I think we went through this earlier today. It's on page 65 because I was on the wrong page earlier and I had to find it in here, and I found it on page 65. There it is. And we're going to be using this So Lucky to Call You Friend. I just love that sentiment. It's just so elegant. But this stamp set also has florals in it. It has some greenery, some leaves, and some leaf stalk, and some little sprays and sprigs and flowers, and then really great sentiment stamps. There's a thank you, there's a friend, celebrate, special person, special day, beautiful birthday, and just a little reminder that you're loved. I mean, these are sentiments that you would use many times over. So let's jump in. For my card, we're just using the So Lucky to Call You Friend, and I don't even know if I did put a stamp on the inside, so you can really personalize this card. And here is my card kit. This is what I gave out at my open house. We have a base of Mossy Meadow. You can check out my blog, stampinghair.blogspot.com. The link is in the description below. And on that blog post, I'll tell you exactly which ingredients I used and the cutting measurements for them. So we have a piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock cut in half, folded in half. A piece of white, basic white, and that's my insert. I have a piece of fresh freesia, and that's going to go on the front. And then this piece of Dainty Flowers. And can you see that embossing on it? Oh, where did I put my embossing folder? I was going to show you the embossing folder. Okay, let me see. It was just here. Is this it? Here it is. So it's the Timber 3D embossing. Doesn't that just look fabulous? Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I think this was the right thing to do. So the only thing that we're going to be stamping on is the white insert and this little scrap of fresh freesia to do our greeting on the front. So let me bring in my Memento. So I'm only using one ink color. We have the Memento ink. I'm bringing in this stamp set, and this is the one I used on my last project earlier today, and to me it looks like a triangle, so it fits really well, I feel like, in the corner of that white piece for the front, the inside. And I'm also going to bring in my envelope. I do like to stamp my envelopes, so get that little smudgy away. And I know that this is probably jiggling the camera. I figured that out. And we'll just put that right on the front of our envelope. And now we have a coordinating envelope. Love it, love it. All right, so now I'm going to stamp on this little piece of cardstock. And I'm going to stamp that So Lucky to Call You Friend. Let me ink that up. And with these photopolymers, you can look right through and make sure that they have enough ink on them. And stamp it right in the middle. So press it down, give it 3 or 4 seconds for the ink to transfer, and that's it. That's all the inky stamping on this card. Straighten that up, and now I'm just going to do some fussing cutting. So I've got my paper snips, and I'm cutting with my right hand, driving with my left. So I'm trying to keep my scissors going in one direction and just steer the paper around with my left hand. And fussy cutting, really, I don't think there's really an art to it. It's just very free-forming. Although I do not like sharp edges. I like very rounded edges. So there. And maybe just soften that edge. And maybe soften this one. There. That's just what I like to see. Okay, so now we can start putting this card together. This is a quick card, but I did want to show you one last project before Celebration is over and done with. So I scored this in half, and I'm just going to crisp that up with my bone folder. Bring in my multi-purpose liquid glue and put this inside down. So if you have any questions about that join special, I would urge you to look through the catalog, because I'm sure that you, if you're like me, you have a wish list, and this is a great way at a great price to acquire some of your wishes. I mean, even if you don't want the mini cut and emboss machine, for $99, you pick $125 worth of items. You pay tax on that, no shipping, and there's no obligation. I mean, that is a fabulous join special. So I would love to have you on my team. I would love for you to take advantage of that spectacular offering, which ends tonight. So don't snooze, you lose. Don't wake up tomorrow with regrets. All right, so now we're going to put some glue on this, and I don't know that it has a right or a left. This one I put on my original, I put the sunflowers on the left. I think I'm just going to rotate it just to do something different, and then just center that right and left. So that little bit of fresh freesia is going to peek out on the ends. There we go. Doesn't that look fabulous? Oh, yes, I'm so tickled with it. Okay, so now, if you can see, we have some of this organdy ribbon with sparkles. What is it's called? Glittered organdy ribbon. And I just have a little bit of this left. I'm getting to the end of the spool. I really have enjoyed this. So to do this one, I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to try to find my, well, I was going to look for my Seal Plus, but I can't find that. So I have some tear and tape. I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape right down the back of this, or down the middle of it. Tear it off, burnish it, and then get my take your pick. And I'm going to use the pointy end to lift this covering off the tear and tape. So you can get my fingernail under there. There we go. All right. Now with this ribbon, I have a little trick. So I like to start it kind of at an angle. And once I get that angle, then I'll turn it upside down. So let's do this at a, like, how about like that? And turn it upside down. And then I'm going to come straight down. How much I want to, like that. Then come back at that same angle. And then come straight down. I'm trying to keep these loops about the same. Come this way, that, and then straight down, and then back at an angle, like that. So that, maybe this middle one I need to fix it. So even though it has tear and tape, you can still lift it up and try again. So straight down and then back at an angle. How's that look? Maybe I'm gonna stick it like that and take this up, and then I'm just gonna kind of mess with it until I get it how I like it. That loop is still bothering me. Like that, and then come back at an angle. Okay, there, I'm going to be happy with that. snip it there, and then bring that. And for the to attach it to my base, I'm going to be using some dimensionals, because if you know me, I am the dimensional queen, and these will help not only pop up this greeting, but it will help secure the ribbon. And then just remove these covers. There they are. And I'm going to kind of center that. Looks good right there. I think it does. There we go. And there is my final card. So you have to let me know, leave a comment. Do you like the regular DSP or the embossed DSP? I think the embossed DSP is tickling my fancy. So thank you so much for watching, for joining me. If you're watching on Facebook, like and follow my Facebook page. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel so I can bring you even more fun projects, and you'll get notified when I'm going live. So until next time, remember, stamping is fun, and don't miss out on Sale-a-Bration. Bye!